With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportzone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition. No quit in your pain? Then step up your game at D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture. We combine gentle chiropractic care and proven acupuncture treatments to help you feel better the natural way. Stop by our office at 1164 Alliance Road Northwest in Minerva or give us a call at 330-868-2117. D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture, a proud supporter of Minerva Athletics. Here at Crowell Interiors in Malvern, we're your local one-stop shop for flooring, furniture, cabinetry, countertops, and home decor, carrying trusted brands like Lazy Boy, Mohawk, Shaw, Lancer, Birch, Cambria, and many more. Visit us at 403 North Reed Avenue in Malvern or give us a call at 330-863-2553. Family owned and operated since 1994, we focus on delivering quality and genuine services so you can love your home today and tomorrow. At Crowell Lumber Company in Malvern, we carry everything you need to build and maintain your home. Cutting keys and fixing your window screens are just a couple of our services we offer, and we can deliver your large orders as well. Visit us at 222 West Main Street in Malvern, Ohio, or call us at 330-863-0303. You can also visit our new website at crowlllumber.com. Crowell Lumber Company in Malvern, for all your building needs since 1945. The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes, whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter. We do a lot to help support our beloved Minerva Lions. Join us for our major events such as our reverse raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions!
Number 4, Jackson Bradford. Number 11, Jackson Gianni. Number 2, Chase Jones. Number 21, Ace Baker. Number 1, Jackson Masters. Number 28, Carson Smith. Number 12, Ryder Shandy. And number 29, Parker Wood. And now, for your Minerva Lions. Non-progress number 2, Austin Arnall. Number 12, Travis Jones. Number 16, Ricky Greer. Number 20, Ryan Morris. And you started for the Lions. Number 6, Tyson Gall. Number 67, Parker Lincoln. Number 10, Colton Petty. Number 11, Tyson Petty. Number 14, Kitchen Chuko. Number 15, Noah Morkel. Number 18, Isaiah Bingham. Number 19, Chase Rice. Number 22, Benjamin Schultz. Number 32, David Reed. And number 31, Ryan Floyd. The Lions coach, Dr. Alex Stewart, and assisted by Alex. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to country with freedom like no other. Gentlemen, please stand standing with your caps for the playing of the anthem.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field! Say goodnight to that baseball!
This is another one! It's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! He's the point, and it's alive! Hanson pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable!
It's going to be a humid night for soccer on the edge of Stark County in Minerva. It's the Lions and the Aviators up next as you are watching OHSAA Soccer, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club in partnership with Skyward Studios. Hello, friends. Nathan Smee on the call for you today. Plenty of games have been canceled across the region, but tonight in Stark County, near the border of Tuskegee, we will be playing some Tuesday night football, so to speak, as the 3-2 Aviators roll into town to take on the 3-2 Minerva Lions. This matchup should be a very interesting battle. You look at last year, a 3-1 win at home for the Aviators. You compare who each team lost from last season. Minerva brings back more talent than the Aviators. Could this be a famous Minerva win? Overall in the series, in Max Prep's history, they have won 8 meetings in comparison to the Aviators' 6. However, it has been a few years since their last win over Alliance, that coming back in 2023. Since then, a draw and back-to-back wins for the Aviators has brought them nearer to 500 in the series all time. Time locally, 6:59 p.m. Minerva will be in their home red jerseys, Alliance in their road white, and we are underway in the EBC season. And this one is immediately booted out as it'll go for a goal kick. I will say this strategy was brought out pretty much exclusively during the World Cup this year. It was very rare that we saw it, but teams would boot the ball off the pitch, going for the corner flag. In a few instances, it worked. That time around, it doesn't. And Alliance will begin with possession. This Alliance team, they know how to score quickly, but not in bunches. So far through 5 games this season, they have scored a total of 8 goals. And as well for Alliance, they have not played a game yet this season where both teams scored. Either they win and get a clean sheet, or they lose and don't score. That's how this season has gone for Alliance. And that looks to potentially change tonight if last year is any indication of how this one is going to go. Brigham intercepted in the center by Jackson Masters for the Aviators. And it goes right back from Jace Jones. Minerva looking to build an early attack on the near side. It's Noah Morkel, the talisman. And it's Mason Kager taking it away for the Aviators. Morkel winning it back from Minerva, taking it inside the 18. as it'll roll to Alliance's shot stopper, Chase Patrick. 32 saves on the season, including a PK save, and so far this season, a total of 3 clean sheets. Those clean sheets coming against Streetsboro, Canton Central, and Lake. 2-0 win, 4-0 win, 2-0 win for the Aviators in those games. So they have been very consistent across the board, even in some negative categories. Jackson Braisted, intercepted by Fetty. It'll be Colton and Tyson representing the Fetty name on this Minerva roster tonight, as they will have a throw on the far side. Smith, one of the captains, throws in, and Jackson Ganny will seal it away for Chase Patrick. You go back to last week against Lake. Jackson Ganny was our player of the game, not for his goals or assists, but for his defense. I believe we tallied 3 goal-saving tackles, which, of course, in that 2-0 win, he doesn't make those plays. Alliance loses 3-2 to Lake, and they have a really big win to help their program. In the end, it didn't happen that way. Alliance kept the clean sheet, and they bring the pressure right here. It's Martine chipping over the top, and this one will roll to Parker Linkus. For the first time today, on this calendar day, Parker Linkus touches the soccer ball inside the 18-yard box. And you might be saying, okay, he warmed up. He touched it there. No. He got here at around 6:45 from a golf match. Took a few shots on the sideline, at most 5. That is his first touch actually on the playing surface tonight. So a lot for him to step up. It was Wyatt Gonzalez warming up for Minerva initially, as they expected Parker not to be here on time. You look at yesterday, he was supposed to be here at 6:40 to call the game. He didn't get here until 15 minutes on the clock in regulation. Of course, big difference between calling a game and actually playing as a starting shot stopper. But yesterday showed that, yes, golf can run a lot longer than you'd expect. Alliance looking to play this one in, headed on back. And it'll be sealed off for Parker Linkus once again. This Minerva team last season, 2-13-3. This season already 3-2, so more wins than they had in last season altogether. This is a new-look Minerva team, and this boys soccer program looks to take one out of the football team's book, who last year entered the year 4-96 in the past 10 seasons, and then went 5-5. They're 1-1 this season, expected to win on Friday, so when we see them for the first time this year, they are expected to be 2-1. So all the way around, Minerva athletics are surging. Ganny, excellent Cruyff turn, keeps it away from Morkel. That is going to be the big battle to look at today, Morkel versus Ganny. If Morkel can get past Ganny a few times, I would expect him to get on the score sheet at least once or twice tonight. But here comes the counterattack. Taylor over the top tries to find Bandy. As well, that is a big addition for the Aviators. He did not play last Thursday. So Ryder Bandy, one of the main attackmen, is back in. Here comes Parker Woods, and Parker Woods will make it 1-0. You just knew he was going to get on the stat sheet tonight. Bandy, a big challenge. Taylor created the opportunity, but of course, Parker Woods puts it away. 1-0 Aviators. And you'll see it again here, just great all the way around pressure. It skies away. 1-on-1 for Parker Woods. He does not miss those. That's just who he is as the talisman coming over from Marlington a few seasons ago. What a get. He was across the board. Not just for Coach Lively, but for Coach Harper in basketball and Coach Graffis in baseball. So back to the action. Minerva booting this one away. It'll be Chase Patrick picking it up, and it'll be a goal kick. But just like the Lake game, in the opening 5 minutes, it's Parker Woods getting on the stat sheet with a goal. Up to 4 goals this season. Once again, tying Unai Blanco Martin for the most goal contributions on the team at 4 combined. Of course, for Unai, it is 3 assists to 1 goal. Taylor has it taken away from behind. Loose ball in the center of the park. Smith to the back line. Gonzalez up the wing and out of play as Carson Smith will see it go for an Aviator throw-in. But a strong start for Alliance as expected on the road. They have done a great job of that this season. They'll get some quick starts. Their attack builds quite well because they have so much attacking talent across the board. Masters tries to pick up Bandy as it is cleared away. A nice challenge from Brigham, the freshman. And again, Alliance on the attack. Braisted strings it up the wing. Finds Ryder Bandy on the edge of the 18. Bandy nearly has it taken away. Ryder stays with it inside the 18. And it'll pinball off of his shin guards. The Lions look to clear. They get it away. It'll fall for Masters. Now Jackson Bracestead. The official's in the way, and this one is whistled dead. But for a player like Jackson Bracestead, who is as creative as he is, this is a prime spot for our Lions. And they will take it on the drop ball. Bandy for Jackson Bracestead. Minerva still trying to clear it away, but the Aviators making some good challenges. It'll fall for a Minerva throw, but Alliance is not going to let Minerva out of this half easily. And of course, that could work two different ways. Alliance's attacking half and this first half. It is going to be brutal in both. That's how Alliance likes to play. Parker Woods up to Bandy. Plenty of runs being made. Back post, it's Martine unmarked. Another great chance for Alliance. Martine fighting for the space, and it's taken away. Tyson Fetty, a good challenge, and he'll play this one up the far wing, picking up Noah Morkel. Again, it is going to be Morkel versus Ganny, and Morkel wins the battle, or rather, Ganny wins the battle. Ganny just such a strong defender, and I compare him and Carson Smith to England's defense. They play like two British center backs who allow nothing. They'll go in, they'll throw in a header. They're clutch players all together, but the main thing is they are brick walls at the back. Of course, technically not as strong as some other great defensemen such as a Gavardiol or a Kunde who could play either center back or on a flank as a fullback, but they're good for what they are. And that's huge for Alliance to have that kind of talent in their back line. Martine winning it back for the Aviators, and he puts them on the counter. Taylor up to Bandy. Woods making another run in. And Bandy will play it on back. Not afraid to slow it down. But Carson Smith can't pick that one up. It goes to Minerva. And the Lions will waste no time on this throw-in. If Minerva is going to get back into this game, it's the same thing as yesterday. Counter-attacking soccer has to be how they play. If they can pick up these counters, make something happen, they will have some success in this game. If not, this is Alliance's game. Beautiful control though in the middle by Taylor. He'll chip it over the top, finding Parker Woods, and the flag will come up for offside. But that's the danger of a player like Chase Taylor in the center of the pitch. The midfield's up to the attack for Alliance. It's just so strong on the ball. It's not just that they can score. They know how to trap. They know how to dribble. They know how to bring the extra flair that's needed. And that's why Alliance has a semi-pro style almost. It's the same thing with Marlington. You have players who just know how to control the ball and play on the ball. Especially for players who aren't used to playing the game, you don't have that ability. But the technicalities are all there for this Alliance team, especially for a guy like Martine coming in from Spain. And it's unfortunate that he's only here for a semester, as he could be the star of this team next year, no doubt. Taylor out to the wing. Excellent communication. Woods played in. And in the end, gives up on it. Few able to get there. Woods winning it back for Alliance. He'll turn the corner. Woods finding the space. Picks up Martine. It's Martine! And he can't play it back post. Try to find Bandy. And it'll go across the face of goal and out of play for a Minerva throw-in. But again, you have to keep track of every single player in the attacking area for Alliance. There's only so much you can do with it, though. And that's what Minerva's finding out here. The technical ability, I will say, from last year to now for Alliance has grown substantially. And, of course, you lose some key players from last season, no doubt. But the technical ability, it's great. Patrick up to Ganny. Out wide, Carson Smith. And the double team trying to find that space again. Ganny can't get there. Morkel up the wing, getting in. Minerva building a counter. Morkel takes the shot. Patrick easily able to get there and play it on his feet. Nothing crazy from this Minerva attack as it goes out for a throw-in. But good things developing on the far side. If Morkel can get another opportunity like that and get some help along with it, there is definitely a decent path to get Minerva back in this game, and with it, get them some really strong counters. Bandy played off the ball, free kick Aviators. Just a quick play, and Alliance wasting no time, changing fields up to Martine. Martine, beautiful turn, going towards the 18-yard box. It's all Martine! And Linkus is there first. His only goal so far in an Aviator uniform was a banger against Canton Central last week as time expired. But again, his technical ability is just so strong. Patrick Up the center, nobody home, right back to Minerva. Morkel played in, 2-on-1. Excellent ability, laying it off. Chipped on forward, Morkel looking to get in. Morkel is there, gets it past Patrick. Oh, Patrick is able to get back. Again, Morkel did everything pretty much himself. Minerva back in, another chance. It's Morkel again, and it's a heavy touch right to Chase Patrick. If there was ever a player or two that needed to serve as a wake-up call for a team, there it is. I mean, Alliance exposed at the back twice in a row. And again, this is a strong defense, a defense that doesn't allow that play to happen all too often. The attack, it's where it needs to be. The defense needs to be better in those instances. You cannot allow Morkel to have that good of an opportunity. Not at all. I think Alliance knows they need to counter and get something on the board again. Woods chipping forward onto Bandy and chested away. Nice challenge again by Brigham. Now Martine lets it go. It'll be an Aviator throw in. Woods wasting no time. Throws inside the 18. Tries to find Taylor. And Chase will overrun it. All that was, he just lost his footing. Nothing sinister behind it. Jackson Brasted for Parker Woods. The Aviators again getting numbers forward. Brasted out wide. Ryder Bandy. Jace Jones. And now the whistle will blow as this one is passed back to Masters. It'll be a free kick for Minerva. But 1-0 Alliance as Parker Woods opened the scoring in the opening 5 minutes. Up to 4 goals on this season. Had 10 goals, 10 assists last season, so 20 goal contributions. At least in the goal scoring category, he is on his way to making that happen again. Kager up the flank. Fetty intercepts for Minerva. It's Tyson Fetty. Strong defense, 3 Aviators in on the play. Whistle blows, and I believe this will be a Minerva free kick. This officiating crew calling this one a lot closer than we have seen a lot of officials call games this season. Not really letting anything go by. But it will be Wyatt Gonzalez to stand over this free kick for the Minerva Lions. The goal remains the same. Pick up Noah Morkel. 14 goal contributions last year, already at 11 this season. Back post, Fetty the closest. But again, Chase Patrick easily there to pick it up for the Aviators. Gonzalez. Heavy touch back, strong challenge, gets it out wide. Reed. Up the wing into no man's land, Ganny. Taylor gets it down. Martine. Headed on back, Minerva needing to clear here. There's the pressure from Parker Woods. Woods able to win it back for the Aviators for a moment. And Wright takes it the other way as Martine chips it out. And it'll be a Minerva throw. And I think Alliance thinks it's their ball, but Martine definitely did have the last touch. This Alliance team so far this year averaging 1.6 goals per game, allowing 0.8. The 0.8 an improvement on the 1.32 from a year ago, but in the goal scoring department, they are way down. 1.6 this year, 4 goals per game last season. Of course, if they score again tonight, they will go a little bit further up. But still, a far cry from their great offense last year. But still, better technical ability. But here is the offside flag. I don't think Chase Taylor is that big of a fan of that decision either. As for Minerva, they averaged just over a goal a game last year, allowing 5.7. This year, they're scoring 2.8, but allowing 2.8. This is a team who was outscored 102-19 last season, I believe. So they were outscored and then some. But this year, they have figured it out in 5 games. They've won their last 3. This new-look Minerva team, after starting 0-2, has been outstanding. And both the boys and girls soccer teams have been outstanding to begin the season. And we'll see the girls team again tomorrow on the road at Alliance. Taylor will win the free kick. Again, everything is being called early on in this match. I don't hate it. I feel like tonight it's an EBC game. The intent of the officiating crew changes at least a little bit. And that's why we're seeing more of these calls. But we'll see if that continues throughout the entirety of the 80. It'll be Chase Taylor standing over it. 24:30 on the clock. Taylor plays it for Parker Woods. Gets ahead on it. Still loose in the 18. It'll settle for Ryder Bandy. Parker Linkis able to make the save. A strong save from Parker as he boots this one away. Excellent goalkeeping from number 67. He did get to talk about this team a little bit yesterday and just said they're out there having fun. That's the big difference from last season to now. This is a team who's coming out game in, game out, and having fun. Many people wouldn't expect it to make a difference in this sport, but it does. If you come out here playing stale and playing with, I don't want to say too much pressure because pressure can be a great thing, but playing too close to home almost, it'll mess with your play. If you go out there, have fun, and still give it your all, you play a lot better as a group. Martine playing this one in. And few able to clear it away for Minerva. Had it on. Morkel tries to get it past Kager, but Kager clears it out. Gifting Kiko, another key player to look at today. 2 goals, 1 assist this season, helping out Morkel in the attack tonight. Ganny goes up the center of the park, and it goes right back to Minerva. Right. Colton Fetty. Leitner chipping it away. Still Colton Fetty. On the near side, Reed. Bracestead able to win it back. And Alliance will play it out from their back line. It's Schutte. Masters. Whistle blows as time is going to stop. It does appear Minerva had a slight injury on the near side. That's Jabin Reed coming out. The clock stops 22:53 in the first half, and it will be a drop ball. But still that 1 goal right now, the clutch play for the Aviators. But they have more work to do, and they know that. Smith. Kiko playing forward in the center of the pitch, taken down by Tyson Fetty. Up for Morkel, just too strong of a through ball. It'll settle for Chase Patrick. Alliance building again, Leitner to Masters. Now Martine. 22:30 left to play in the opening 40 minutes. An exciting 40 so far. Capped off as things stand by a wonder strike from Parker Woods. Bandy played in, but Minerva able to clear it away. But it's just like last night. That opening goal was a clear wake-up call. Morkel sees it taken away by Kager. Chase Taylor. Back for Schutte. Morkel the pressure. Kager needing to get rid of this one. Back to Patrick, and Patrick plays it up the pitch. But Minerva, they're moving their lineup further and further every single second. The press is there, but it easily leaves them exposed for a counterattack, potentially like this one. But Linkis able to get there. A nice ball played in for Vigilante. Especially on a night like tonight with this humidity and heat, I think Alliance is going to make a whole host of changes. Minerva as well, but they don't have the deepest roster. That is where Alliance has a huge edge tonight. They have more and more players to put into this game. And I will say tomorrow, I believe it's going to be a roster of 14 versus a roster of 14 for the girls' game. Rotation is going to be everything. And I wouldn't be surprised if both teams are gassed by the 70th minute. And it would make sense. It is just going to be one of those nights tomorrow, and we all know it. I mean, right now, again, I think up in Cleveland, the heat index was around 105 today. Down here, the temperature, I think, was around 87, maybe 90 at its hottest. I left my house once today before the game because I don't have class Tuesday, Thursday, so my frame of reference is around 9:30 this morning, which, of course, was a lot nicer out than it was at, I'm sure, noon. Taylor, up the wing, trying to play in Vigilante, and again, Parker Linkis is off his line. I think it took a thing or two from Allie Sullivan's performance last night and is really not married to his back line / goal line at all. Coming off the line quite often, Kiko playing forward for Morkel as Patrick is there on the edge of the 18. Again, good ideas. It's not for a lack of creativity that the game is where it is right now. It's just Alliance did a little bit more in one snippet of the game. That's why the game is where it is right now. But both teams, I would say, are playing complementary soccer to each other. That's why last year was a 3-1 game, and this year I wouldn't be surprised if it's decided by 2 goals or less. If we have a winner. Light pass back to Kager. It'll settle for Morkel on the edge of the 18. Morkel has a go, and it'll just miss wide. But you have to rate him at this point. The ABC knows what kind of player Noah Morkel is, and there's no surprise that he has given that liberty to take the long shots. I don't hate it. Yes, there's a great shot stopper in between the sticks. You have a great player in Chase Patrick who clearly learned a thing or two from Cole Pasco in years past. But why not? You never know. If you get that right chip, it could change the game. Again, going back to Marlington Revere, that's how Logan Smith scored the winner in that game. It was a chip shot from outside the 18. You never know what happens unless you take the opportunity. Ryder Bandy for Alliance. Tries to find Martine, intercepted by Colton Fetty. Now that's one rolling back. Pressure from Martine. Few able to play it out to the wing and up to right. As we are just over 20 minutes in, officially in the 22nd minute. Still plenty of time left in this game. Plenty of time left in this first half. But it has been a fun one so far. And I do expect Minerva to break the streak of Alliance playing in games where only one team scores. I do expect them to get on the stat sheet tonight. It just depends when and how. Or if Alliance can stay sure for the next hour of game time, then of course their pattern continues, which they want their pattern to continue at this point. Leitner taken away and booted away by Wright. Kager. Masters up to Braisted. Now Vigilante. Few able to clear. Kiko. Masters in on the challenge. Tyson Fetty back up the pitch. Smith out wide, picking up Arnaudo. Now trying to find Morkel, and Morkel's run is just too far behind. But another good look from this Minerva team. They're knowing how to attack, and they're really figuring out this Alliance defense. They just need one better pass somewhere in there, and they have a chance to leave their mark on this first half. But Alliance's counter is on once again. Bandy has it taken away by Few, but still in a dangerous area. Braisted for Bandy. And taken away in the center by Colton Fetty. Arnaudo. Up for Morkel. 3-on-1 for Morkel, and he loses it. Back to Tyson Fetty. Fetty chipping over the top, looking for Morkel. Morkel on the edge of the 18. Just gets it past Kager. Kager will go down. Alliance a man down for the time being. And this one's booted away. That's the right call. For the official there, the way that he went down, you can't stop play. It's too good of an opportunity for Morkel and Minerva. But now the ball's booted out of play. They're going to check on Kager. And again, this is going to continue. I don't know if this is a true injury or if this is a cramp. It could be. And yes, I know we are now 6 games into the season. Cramps can still happen, especially when you're not used to playing in this heat. And I think that's kind of what it is as he is able to get up. But that was a really nice opportunity for Minerva, and they're still in a dangerous area. Smith throws inside the 18-yard box. Nobody wants to play it. It nearly fell for Tyson Fetty. But Patrick able to throw this one up the wing, and it goes out of play. He'll stay with Alliance as Parker Woods will make his way back into the game. Again, this is the rotation that we expect to see from both teams tonight. Woods wasting no time, throws it in, and taken away by Wright, out for a further up the line throw. For those just tuning in, you are watching OHSAA Soccer on SmeeSports, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club in partnership with Skyward Studios. As always, we thank all of our advertisers for making tonight's telecast possible. Woods throws inside the 18-yard box, tries to find Bandy. It's Braisted wide open on the back post, and Minerva is able to get there and seal off the edge. Braisted knows he should have made it 2-0. Again, it's the freshman Brigham in for a huge challenge. If he's not there again, Braisted's unmarked back post, and it's easily 2-0. And I think Jackson knows either way it should have been. Definitely close to it. But Alliance still makes some changes here. It's frustrating for them. It really is. It's one of those opportunities that you know as a player of his caliber, you've put away before. You know how to make those plays. Braisted loses it for a moment against Tyson Fetty. Wins it back with Taylor right there. Up the wing, and that pass just too strong. For Jackson Bracestead, he needs to take a deep breath here, of course. I think that last play is going to sit with him for a few minutes. It makes sense that it would, but he needs to take a deep breath and put it behind him. The play's gone. The opportunity's gone. You're up 1-0. Keep it that way. Keep it 1-0. And if you have a chance to make it 2, do that. Bracestead has it taken away by Arnotto. Morkel up the wing, has the better touch, has the space. And again, it's Jackson Ganny. Just too physical for Morkel. Kiko charging it for the Lions. Schutte needing to clear Kiko the pressure, and now Morkel joining the party. Up to Taylor. 14 minutes left in this first half. Kiko wins it back for Minerva. Kiko intercepted again by Schutte. Great challenge. Kiko wins it back. Has Morkel in support. It's Kiko on the edge of the 18. Takes the shot, and it's saved by Chase Patrick. Minerva again looking convincing and promising on the counter. And now Alliance looks to do the same exact thing on the opposite end. And plenty of pace on the far side to make it happen, but it'll go out. All the way around, this Alliance team has so much talent, and we've talked about it quite a bit already this season. There's no doubt about that. But this Minerva team looking a lot better than they did a season ago. And that's a big adjustment for them. Again, it goes back to what has happened in this district over the past couple of years. You go back to basketball last season, we were in the house for their first win over Malvern in 16 years. And now, in Dennis Tucci's last ever rivalry game against Minerva, he will have an L after a really storied career. That's what Minerva has been able to do. Not just in athletics, but as a district. We've, of course, had Mark Scott, the superintendent, on the channel for wrestling. He said all the good things that have happened in the district. Minerva's on the up. And, of course, Bell Story's becoming as big of a partner as they have. That's huge for this city, too. It's the definition of small-town USA, but they really rally around their teams. And I'm sure next Friday at Marlington, then at home against Alliance, and then one more time against Thomas Aquinas in October, we are going to see a full city out in support of Minerva for Friday Night Lights. And that'll be a sight to behold, as it was last year. Tyson Fetty has it taken away in the center. Taylor just skies this one. Gonzalez. Woods. Shading it for Bracestead. Gonzalez out wide. Arnotto. Over the top. Schutte. Able to chest it down. Kiko tries to get through as Patrick sends it back up the pitch. Still 12 minutes left to go in this first half. I think either way, Morkel would have been offside. But Patrick is there. But an exciting half hour. Again, the only goal happening in the first 5 minutes. But you feel like there's more to the story. There is more that is to come in this game offensively for both teams. It just depends if it is in the form of anything on the stat sheet or not. Right. Up the center of the pitch, trying to find Morkel. Smith heads it down. Leitner. Over for Masters. Schutte back up the near side. Tried to find Ryder Bandy, but has to go out of play for a Minerva throw-in. Looking ahead to tomorrow, as we mentioned, it'll be Minerva and Alliance once again, just in girls soccer at Rock Hill. That'll be a 7 o'clock kick as Cooper Fontaine joins us once again, as he'll be on the call with me for that one. Tyson Fetty. Masters able to seal the edge. Schutte up to Taylor. Again, Wright able to step up and make the interception, but puts it out of play. So just under a half an hour in. Still 10 minutes to play in this first half. The rotation has been there for Alliance. Minerva, not as many subs as you would expect, but again, from what we can see, they have 3 subs. 14 players. And they're competing this well with a team that has potentially enough to field a full another 11. Just don't have the official count on hand. They would be close, though. They have more than enough to have a full professional bench. And that's huge for Coach Leipley. He has made so many changes, as is evident on the far side, about to make a triple change, which again, this changes the equivalent of Minerva's bench. And as well, it makes sense that there is a division discrepancy between these schools. Alliance Division 3, Minerva Division 4. Another chip over the top. Played in. Morkel wins it back. Patrick able to save it. But Smith just didn't hear the footsteps behind him. And Alliance looks to counter. Braystead, Bandy making a perfect run on the near side. Pass just too light. Gonzalez with the help of Brigham, able to get it away. Kiko lets it roll behind. And this will be a Minerva throw-in. Again, some promise from the Minerva Lion offense. Smith for Kiko. Captain Kiko has the space. Now for Morkel. Tries to give and go on the wing. Kiko fighting inside the 18. Just not enough steam behind it in the end. It's chipped out of play. Masters will win the throw for the Aviators. And before this throw, it'll be a triple change for Alliance. So that change has been in the queue for a few moments now. So no surprise to see the change actually come into effect here. Down to 8:50 on the clock in the first half as you are watching OHSAA Soccer on SmeeSports in partnership with Skyward Studios, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club. Jackson Brasted. Over towards Falconer. Woods. Back for Masters. Heavy touch back from Bandy. Up the side, Levi Brasted getting one of his first touches of the game. And Minerva sends it right back up the pitch. Morkel gets a foot in there. Kiko wins it back. Morkel chipped on one-on-one against Jackson Ganny. Morkel turns it inside. Morkel runs out of space. Those center backs working overtime for the Alliance Aviator defense. It's just what they do. We've talked about them being true British center backs. They're not from Britain. There's no correlation there. But they play like England's back line, and that's what they do. You'll get those good chances on the edge of the 18. The size, it's just too much to overcome, especially when you have faster wingers. They just can't body their way through a guy like Carson Smith or a guy like Jackson Ganny. It's happened all season. Masters up the wing, just a bit too strong. But still 1-0 Alliance courtesy of Parker Woods. And it was a great one-on-one goal against Parker Linkus. But really this first half has been impressive for Alliance, the way that they've played on the ball. Bandy. Now in a triple, if not quadruple team. Plays it back to Smith. Kiko wins it back. Morkel trying to get on the backside as Masters clears. The opportunity still being created for Minerva. They just need a way to force a huge Alliance mistake. We've seen some mistakes, yes, but nothing as strong as the goal-scoring one made by Minerva. That was the big mistake. That was really the only reason why we sit where we do. And I think it's really evident, once again, going back to last year's 3-1 win for Alliance, that this year feels a lot different. This year always felt heading in like a game, especially based on the last three, that Minerva could come out of here with at least a point. Now, would they be happy with a 1-1 draw in this game? Absolutely not. But if they can make it 1-1 at the half, they would be quite pleased. You have the context of an extra 40 minutes, maybe not. Morkel played in one-on-one as Patrick clears this one on the 30-yard line. So, for reference, he is 40 yards off his goal line for that one. And Woods, he will be penalized for the free kick. But we saw it yesterday again with Allie Sullivan. I don't know if she was ever 40 yards off of her goal line, like Chase Patrick just was. And for Alliance arguing here, you have to be careful not to have a dissent call. And I think you're going to get a dissent call. You can't have that happen. I mean, it was just so obvious. And now a red card. I think Parker Woods just got sent off. Again, the writing was on the wall. You can't have dissent here. And who else is getting carded? We'll see. But I guess happy Valentine's Day, Alliance. I mean, what are we doing? Again, we're here for both teams. I understand that. But you can't have that dissent call. It's not the first red card of the season. You're now down to 10 men. If you're Minerva here with 5:37, you're thinking 2-1 before the half. somewhere has to suffer, probably the attack. But if Alliance dares to go to a 3-back, you have to punish it. I'm sorry, but if this is a 3-back set with Morkel, he needs to find a way to win that 3-on-1. And if he does, this game changes. But Parker Woods, for those just tuning in, the goal scorer has been sent off, it appears. And as of right now, I'm not saying this is the setup. It does appear to be a 3-back for Alliance. I disagree. I think you play 4-back. I think what you do here is you still play semi-defensive. I think you play 4-4-1. And at that point, just really rely on your wingers. Put Bandy as your number 9. I think that's how you would operate it. It just depends who's the fastest player. I mean, I think Taylor bumps out wide. Martin stays wide. And I think you let Ryder Bandy be the talisman, which that's what Parker Woods brought to the table. He was your out-and-out striker. You no longer have that. But play a 4-4-1, or if not, play a 2, quote-unquote, striker system that more operates as a 2-winger system just without the number 9. Or play false 9. Get rid of a midfielder, play a 4-2-3, and play false 9 with a quote-unquote attacking mid. That being Martin. But this is huge. Alliance down to 10 men. And they're going to shape up like a 4-1-4. Okay. They're playing a 4-1-4-1 just without the striker. That makes more sense. I get what they're doing, but again, you can't have a basic pedestrian foul turn into a red card via dissent. That never ends well. I hate to bring up the example of the World Cup, but look at Enzo Fernandez, who just got sold today for a British transfer record of £125 million. He got sent off against Spain in the final because of dissent. It was a yellow card, and then he about killed Pai Kabarsi. You can't have the call come from dissent. That's my issue with it. If it was a challenge, okay, it was risky on the yellow, and that's where the red comes from, okay. But dissent, it's unfortunate. Bandy tries playing this one top post and can't whip it in there. It'll be a goal kick. But Alliance at the half is really going to be hurting here. They need to get to halftime. And as well, with that red card, Parker Woods is suspended for the next game. Which, that's Louisville. That's a rivalry game on the road. Thursday nights. A huge game for your season. Could you say the biggest game so far? Probably. Northwestern, another big one at home. It depends, because I think now this becomes a league decision. How do they want to go about it? Because in the intro, it's not the OHSAA's reffing party, so to speak. It's the EBC's. How do they view the dissent, and how much do they want to throw down a suspension on Parker Woods? Smith trying to fight past Ganny as this one will roll out for a goal kick. But if I'm Alliance in the next 3 minutes and 40 seconds, I'm putting nearly... It's not 10 behind the ball because, again, you only have 9 outfield players. I'm putting 8 or 9 behind the ball. I'm playing ultra-defensive Arsenal or Atletico Madrid football. That's the only way that you don't let Morkel capitalize. If I'm him, that's a chip on my shoulder. One less player on the pitch. You have so much more space. And as well, I want to put this out here for Minerva. Their bench, they have now 4 players on the bench. That depth means so much more now because Alliance is down a man. You can rotate in and out a lot more and get a lot more creative. But again, for those just tuning in, Parker Woods, via dissent, I believe, sent off. Initially a yellow, then turned to a red. I believe as well Jackson Braystead earned a yellow. Morkel has this one played out. This should be a corner kick, and it will be. A key set piece coming up for the Minerva Lions. I'm just still stunned. Of course, we don't know what's said on the pitch, but it had to be something bad that he got his yellow upgraded to a red, the way it was. That was just no composure. And we've covered Parker for now 3 years. Good kid. Just lost his head. For him, just pick your head up, go to the next game. But a big set piece coming up for Minerva. Taylor Playing it up the pitch, able to find Allman. And Allman tried finding Falconer. This is where Alliance goes deep to their bench. I'm not surprised they're going deep into their bench here. But a lot of players that we haven't seen play all too many minutes this season, they are going to come out here in this match now. Everybody has to do a little bit more, though. But they have the players to make it happen. Arnaudo trying to find Morkel. Tyson Fetty in the middle, chips it up to Noah Morkel. Now Fetty, heavy touch up the pitch, intercepted by Hawthorne. And Alliance able to send it right back up. Allman, Gonzalez taking away. Masters. And now Alliance sitting 5 behind the ball, at least. They have gone ultra defensive in the final few minutes, as they should. Tactics evolve in a game like this. They always evolve no matter the score. But 1-0, down to 10 men in the first half, the tactics have to evolve, which they have. And I give Coach Lively a lot of credit for it. And that's why I believe Apollo Prince was a defenseman for this Alliance team. So that does help him out a little bit, having an assistant coach who, not too long ago, was on this defense. But we are down to the final minute of this first half. Gonzalez, he will go to ground. Alliance wins it back. It's a clean challenge. A great challenge, no less, from Hawthorne. And Gonzalez wins it back. Kiko taken away from behind. Masters up the pitch, trying now for Brigham. Brigham against Taylor. Taylor wins it back for the Aviators. Now 30 seconds left to play in the first half. Colton Fetty for Minerva. Played up for Morkel. Morkel takes the touch, now has to pace past Ganny. Ganny has won this battle quite a lot today. Morkel wins this one, goes top corner, can't connect. If that's the last look for the first half, it's not a bad one for Noah Morkel. He is definitely on it. Final 10 seconds of the first half. Alliance is in no hurry. You have to go to the half here, and they will. A really good start to the match for Alliance. They score in the opening 5 minutes, but disaster strikes. Parker was the talisman sent off for dissent with around 5 minutes to play in the first half. It's a bad beat for the Aviators. They have the lead in this one as you are watching OHSAA Soccer on SmeeSports, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club in partnership with Skyward Studios. But it's a 10-man Alliance Aviator team going to the half up 1-0 on Minerva. A lot of work to do in the second half for the Aviators. 40 minutes left to play. Down a crucial player in the heart of their offense.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportszone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition. No quit in your pain? Then step up your game at D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture. We combine gentle chiropractic care and proven acupuncture treatments to help you feel better the natural way. Stop by our office at 1164 Alliance Road Northwest in Minerva or give us a call at 330-868-2117. D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture, a proud supporter of Minerva Athletics. Here at Crowell Interiors in Malvern, we're your local one-stop shop for flooring, furniture, cabinetry, countertops, and home decor, carrying trusted brands like Lazy Boy, Mohawk, Shaw, Lancer, Birch, Cambria, and many more. Visit us at 403 North Reed Avenue in Malvern or give us a call at 330-863-2553. Family owned and operated since 1994, we focus on delivering quality and genuine services so you can love your home today and tomorrow. At Crow Lumber Company in Malvern, we carry everything you need to build and maintain your home. Cutting keys and fixing your window screens are just a couple of our services we offer, and we can deliver your large orders as well. Visit us at 222 West Main Street in Malvern, Ohio, or call us at 330-863-0303. You can also visit our new website at crowlumber.com. Crow Lumber Company in Malvern, for all your building needs since 1945. The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes, whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter. We do a lot to help support our beloved Minerva Lions. Join us for our major events such as our reverse raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions!
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to all of our advertisers today, including Heather Prince of Howard Hanna, Sports Zone, Dr. G. Domenico, Crowell Interiors, Crowell Lumber Company, and the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club, along with our broadcasting partners at Skyward Studios. As well, we checked. What was the foul that caused all of that commotion? Do we have any answer?
I don't know.
We have no answer.
He kind of pushed someone the wrong way.
Okay.
He moved his foot the wrong way and then kind of shoved him.
Okay, so it seems like a clear foul.
And then he argued about it.
Again, that's the concern with it. For those just tuning in, Alliance is down to 10 men because Parker Woods was sent off. And it looks like they're going to set up in a 3-3-3 or a 3-2-4 to begin the second half. Alliance is in the whites, Minerva in the red, and we have an intriguing 40 minutes of football coming up. And again, yes, the annual BSA in our broadcast, I call it football. Fight me, it's football. I'm a purist, I'm sorry. It's soccer, I'm going to call it soccer as much as we can, but I call it football. There's two footballs. They can both coexist. But for Minerva here, this is a massive opportunity. If you want a program-defining win, if you want to go and ring that victory bell in front of your home crowd in an EBC game, this is where you go out and do it. 10-man Alliance, who you only lost to by 2 last year, you have the talent. Go out here and show what you're made of. Fetty played off the ball, and now Tyson Fetty going for it. Tyson turning up the near side, and Bandy is able to win it for the Aviators. But down at 10, everybody has to do a little bit more in the second half to make this happen. Martine on the near side, trying to get it past Arnotto. As well, for Minerva's defense, anytime Alliance attacks, they have to get rid of that ball quick. If Alliance can develop an attack, 10 men or 11 men, I would say even 9 men, they can make it happen. As well, Jackson Bracelet has to be careful. He is playing the second half on a yellow card already. So that is worth noting going forward. It's Taylor on the far side, making his way inside the 18-yard box. And he'll have to play it on back. Jackson Bracestead goes near side, need away to the top of the 18. Played on forward and up the wing. Kager, he is going to see this one out, but you can even see as Alliance tracks back, they leave 2 defenders back. Everybody else goes forward. I think they're trying to really put all their eggs in the offensive basket. They're trying to let their offense play the way it normally does when they have full strength. That means they can't get caught out at the back. And it's a matter of time until you get that great opportunity, it feels like. Whistle blows here. It'll be a free kick for the Aviators. Jackson Bracestead able to draw the contact. And Alliance, they waste no time. Well, actually, they waste a little bit of time here as they call it right back. But you have 38 minutes and now a little bit less to play. It is going to be a tight second half. Taylor squares inside the 18. Tried to find Bandy. Taylor slow to get up. Morkel has it taken away by Kager. Gonzalez back up to Morkel. And Minerva needs to build a counter. They need numbers forward. Jones. He'll see this one out in front of Kiko. It'll be an Aviator throw-in. Unlike professional soccer, Woods still able to be on the sideline. You'll see him on occasion. He's off on his own bench, as you can see right there. So he is still allowed to be on the sideline as well. It's very much unlike any other sport where you have to leave the field completely if you're ejected or, in this case, given a red card. But for him, and I think as well the nature of it, they let him stay, I guess. Kager picks up Bandy. And for Ryder Bandy, his work rate is going to be box to box, if not line to line in this second half. He is going to have to be probably the hardest working player on the pitch for Alliance if they are to keep it 1-0, if not score again. Kiko turning the corner, getting forward, and just too heavy of a touch. Kager able to clear. And I expect a lot of that too. Alliance just booting the ball away. Maybe getting a touch and then booting it. Ganny, too strong for Bracestead, but picks up Martine. Block on Martine. Excellent ability again on the ball. Played on forward. Trying to find Ryder Bandy. And Bandy will make it 2-0. Martin sets it up perfectly, and the Aviators have their brace. What did I say moments ago? If Alliance is going to win this match, Ryder Bandy has to be the hardest working player on the pitch. Of course, Martin sets it up beautifully on this excellent ball roll. But Bandy making his way back up the pitch, slipping in behind. He set it up completely, and he earned this one. So 2-0 Aviators, only the second goal this season from Ryder Bandy. And Minerva will boot this one away. For Alliance, they have to feel a lot more comfortable now, still down to 10 men. But you're up by 2, you have that extra little bit of cushion, and I would say a little bit of pressure taken away. That'll help you out quite a bit here. But still, this Minerva team is going to press as long as they can. And this pressure is going to be relentless, as it should be. I don't see them really backing down at all for the remainder of this match, nor should they. Smith to Morkel. And Alliance will give it away for a corner. So a pivotal set piece coming up for the Lions. They still do have plenty of time, yes, but the big thing for them tonight, both goals they have allowed came in the opening 5 minutes of their respective halves. But a big corner coming up. Can Minerva get their opener? Corner, played back post, nobody home. Alliance a strong header, and they get on the counterattack. It's Martin along with Bandy, looking to do it once again. Played on forward, Bandy nearly on the end of it. He'll fight for it, he will go down. Whistle stays quiet. Martin gives it right back to Minerva. He continues the battle for possession. Right, turning it back, booted away. Bandy just kind of skied it off of a Lion. Arnaudo up the pitch. Gandy now stepping up off his back line. Tyson Fetty. Back to Arnaudo. Chipped up Morkel. Getting the space. Trying to roll past Schutte. And it's intercepted. Masters a good play. Morkel again wins it back. Splits the defense. Getting forward. And there's the clearance from Jackson Gandy, who once again has been a strong defenseman tonight for Alliance. Gonzalez, he gets forward. And they're going to call it a free kick for the Aviators. I kind of think Taylor just threw himself into Gonzalez. That's just Gonzalez being the taller player. That's all it is. And that's the advantage Alliance has, having some shorter players. They can force those. As I think Morkel thought it was a free kick. I think Taylor just told him no. And the Aviators will go quickly here, as this one is just kept in by Jones. Nearly went out. That time clearly out from Smith. But that would have been, at least in their mind, a ball don't lie moment. And I will say, I'm surprised how defensive Minerva has gone in a 2-0 game. Martin played towards the corner of the 18-yard box and can't keep it in. It'll go out for a Parker Linkus goal kick. But for Alliance after this, assuming you win, you go into that next game 4-2 against a really talented Louisville team. Again, you lose Carter Burton. That's a huge loss. That is a program-defining player. You could say he is a top 10, if not 5 player from a season ago in Stark County. That's who they lost. Morkel played in. Patrick boots it away. And I will say, Chase Patrick has not gotten enough local credit for how he has played for Alliance. He has been outstanding. You talk about somebody having to replace the shoes of Cole Pasco. I'll say this. The shoe fits. And it more than fits. He has had an outstanding season, and on paper, he is quietly putting together a better resume than Cole had last season. Martin finding the space. Martin to the back post for Taylor. 3-0. The Aviators are gelling in the second half. Their offense is on points. They just know how to find the open man. I said it as well at the beginning of the second half. It doesn't matter how many players they are down. They still find a way to make the little things happen. Second assist of the night for Martin. And for Taylor, it's just simple. Third goal of the season for him. So Taylor, Bandy, and Woods with the goals. Alliance has matched their tally from a season ago against the Minerva Lions. And they have scored 2 of these goals, down to 10 men. And Minerva this time, they're not booting away at the kickoff. They need to build. They have time, yes, but they are going to run out of it quickly if they can't get something going. Kiko has it taken away by Bandy. Masters, Bracestead, near side Bandy. Bandy looking to change fields, going back post. An excellent run in from Taylor. Taylor winning it back for the Aviators, trying to control it. He will on the edge of the 18. Plays it in for Bandy. It falls back for Martine. Martine has a go. Oh, it's off the bar. It falls over Jackson Bracestead. A chance to make it 4-0. Minerva able to defend it for now. Masters flicks it on back. Nobody home, but Martine nearly had yet another wonder strike. And Minerva is on the counter. Arnaudo has it taken away by Martine and played back to Chase Patrick. Heavy touch. Fetty nearly got there. Minerva has to continue this press. They pressed on the counter, but they need to do it more from open play than just simply on a counter. That has to be a handball, right? Doesn't seem like I thought he kind of went up there and reached for it. Guess not. Tyson Fetty. Great challenge by Ganny. Fetty still gets through. Played forward for Morkel as Schutte sends this one into the Minerva sky. But that's the kind of challenge that Jackson Ganny will bring. It's very reminiscent of the defending EBC Player of the Year, Caleb Schumacher out of Marlington. They defend the same way, I would say. Schumacher, a little bit more success with not as many yellow cards. Fetty doesn't get the cleanest boot on it. Morkel goes for it. Patrick able to come off of his line and pick that one up in front of the talisman. And for the Aviators, they look to make a double change on the far touchline. Once again, tomorrow, it'll be the reverse fixture for girls soccer at 7 o'clock. I believe there is a special pregame ceremony for the Alliance team. It's not senior night. Don't know the exact verbiage offhand, so we'll confirm that tomorrow, and we'll have that on air as well. But a 7 o'clock kick at Rock Hill, Alliance and Minerva. Then Thursday, our first volleyball match of the season. It'll be Marlington and Carrollton at 6:30. Then Friday nights, Alliance Streets Pro Football. Martine has the space, has a go. Linkus, a clean save. But I think Martine is going to continue with these long shots as long as he can. I think he knows he has the talents and the leg power to make it happen. Kiko. Now Smith sends it up the pitch as this one will roll to Chase Patrick. Less than a half an hour to go. Taylor has it taken away for a moment. Jones back up to Taylor. The Aviator counter is on once again. Play through to Bandy, just too strong. Wright takes it away. Tyson Fetty has some runs being made alongside him. Wright, dispossessed, nearly took out Masters and now applies his shoulder again. Martine using those foot skills once again. Martine goes down, free kick Aviators. Don't know if this is his shooting range as it'll go to Taylor. It could be his too. But I think Alliance is going to play this one organically and see what they can do. Taylor, he'll have the go, and Linkus just punches it over. It'll be a corner for the Aviators, but an outstanding save from Parker Linkus. I think that more than answered the question. Yes, that is well within Chase Taylor's reach. You go back to the late game. He scored the brace with 10 minutes left to go. It was on a really beautiful shot. Of course, a lot closer and flipped, but still a nice free kick. If Alliance can find their fourth, they would feel that much more comfortable going forward. And they have deserved every bit of this tonight as they nearly play it in on the corner. Ganny heads it forward, headed away off the line. Still in a dangerous area, booted away. And Alliance will try to rebuild. It's Smith Out wide, taken away by Wright. Kiko can't get it. It's Martine flying all the way back to pick it up. Smith in the center. Tries to find Leitner. And Minerva is able to win it. They just need to get bodies forward. That's the only issue with this attack right now as things stand. Great composure by Morkel. Morkel, he'll have a go. Patrick is able to save it. They need to get closer. That's the only thing. Patrick has proven that long range, he can make those plays. You have to get closer. You have to be more technically sound on the ball. That is Minerva's way back in. Or Morkel just being a one-man wrecking machine. That could also work. Morkel played in. Has the numbers along with him this time. Heavy challenge inside the 18. And it's going to be clean, but yet again, of course it's Jackson Ganny. Who else but number 11 for this Alliance defense? He has been outstanding this year. And he did get ball first. He did. So that is, albeit not the prettiest one to look at, a clean tackle. What a revelation he has been for the Aviators. Minerva back at it. Morkel can't get a clean head on it, as this one will be sent wide. Minerva tracking back, wins it back. Up the wing for Morkel. And Alliance, they try to seal this one, and they will just about. It stops on the line. Minerva thought for a moment they had another corner. And instead, it'll be an Aviator throw on the far touchline. I will say you can definitely tell that conference play is back. As well, we will try to, once we get an update, give a score update from the Salem-Marlington game at the Marlington Soccer Complex, which I assume is about where we are in the game. Could be wrong. Don't know exactly what's happening over there in Alliance. That is a huge game. If Salem can somehow beat Marlington, the EBC is blown wide open. Personally, I just don't think it happens. I'd be shocked if Salem won that game. Arnaudo. Back to Wright. Fetty. Wright intercepts. And he will run out of space. Smith able to clear for the Aviators. Few lets this one roll as Parker Linkus will take it in. Minerva has to get more aggressive. They had a lot of time. That time is quickly running off the clock. Masters to Martine. Changing fields, Bandy able to settle with it. Has the numbers getting forward. And again, it'll spray back to the midfield. Alliance able to step up and keep it with the attack. Leitner forces it off to the wing. Again, it's Masters up to Jackson Braystead. Another promising attack building for Alliance. And quickly put to rest Smith. He'll draw the contact. It'll be a free kick. And I will say that is Jackson Braystead on the far side, already on a yellow. Has to be careful. I don't think this officiating crew is going to be trigger happy to try and get him out of this game. But if it's a lot less convincing than that, then of course she could have an early exit for number 4. Strong Minerva free kick here, just not strong enough. Smith. Kager plays it up. Morkel gets it on the reverb. Alliance again just simply booting it up the pitch. Martine. Fetty. Now Masters poking up for Alliance. Benjamin Smith. Colton Fetty up the pitch, and again, Kager clears. Alliance is going back to their one-touch and clear defense. You're up 3, it makes sense. If you could avoid having anything for Chase Patrick, by all means. Martine. What can he do by himself here? He just carves up this defense. Beautiful through ball. It's Bandy on the edge of the 18. Has it taken away, but Unai Blanco Martine continues to impress. Masters playing it out wide, and it is well behind. That was intended for Wilkes on the far flank. It should go out for a Minerva throw-in. And in the meantime, the Aviators preparing a triple substitution. But this has been a really fun night once again. A great match back and forth. Alliance, a excellent start to the second half. That's the difference. Otherwise, 1-0, you'd feel Minerva still has a chance to get back in this game. They still do, but they need to do a lot right in the next 20 minutes. And that would even just to get a point out of this one. Martin. Again, just so technically sound on the ball by himself. Still Martin. And just backheels it behind. Just a superb talent on the ball. Bracestead, he'll have a go. And Linkus will take it. Once again, it's a shame that Martin is only here for the semester for Alliance. If he could come back next year, he could fight for EBC Player of the Year if he was the focal point of this team. He easily could. He just has that much technical ability. You don't have that here all too often. Again, I don't know his backstory. I don't know what academies he's been in Spain. But clearly, he has that Spaniard midfield prowess. And by that we mean an Iniesta, a Xavi, a Sergio Busquets. One of those excellent players. A Rodri in the current game. I guess Pedri and Gavi still in there on the younger side, but still great Spanish midfielders. Martin has that kind of technical ability. He plays with that technical prowess. And that's why he's just such a dangerous threat. Just more of a goal-scoring threat than all of those guys. Minerva down to 21 minutes. Smith. Taylor for Alliance in the center of the park. Plenty of pace behind Taylor, getting forward in the middle. And Taylor loses it behind. Morkel going up for it. Smith. Taylor takes it back for the Aviators. On the near side, Allman. Allman up the pitch. Tries to find Vigilante. Masters, who has played a really vital role in this match. Tyson Fetty stays on his feet. Nice run on the near side by Wright. Minerva getting forward again. It's Kiko. Morkel making a backdoor run and poked away by Kager. A strong tackle from 21. And Wilkes tried building a quick sprint on the far side. Heavy touch out of play. It'll be a Minerva throw. And the Lions are going to make a change. It'll be Travis Jones coming on in place of Isaiah Brigham. And Brigham has more than held his keep today. He has been excellent. A lot of important roles for him tonight. Wilkes. Masters for Taylor, taken away by Colton Fetty. It's Fetty versus Taylor. Taylor wins the battle against both Fettys. Up the wing, tries to find Allman. Allman gets a piece with few, able to play it wide. Keeps it in. And now on the near side, Wright builds the counter. Just past Smith. But again, Ganny is there. He has been there every second of tonight's. Morkel turns it around, but first a whistle will blow. We'll see here. It'll be a free kick for the Aviators. There will be nothing else added on. But of course, we saw it last time with the play that led up to that red card. It initially was a simple stop, then time was called, then the card, and then of course the second yellow. Gonzalez taking this one past Masters and out to the wing. Gonzalez for the first time building an attack tonight. Morkel has the support of Fetty and Smith. Noah Morkel shipping inside the 18-yard box. Smith pokes it away. It'll fall for Kiko. What a save from Chase Patrick. It's a corner for Minerva, but my goodness, Chase Patrick. Again, the Cole Pasco shoe fits. If there was ever a doubt. I don't think there ever was. But Kiko, what a hit from him too. Just an outstanding opportunity as we see it finally on the replay. Just an outstanding save from Patrick. How in the world did he get there? It was just perfect. Everything about it was perfect. 17:45 left to play. Minerva inching closer and closer to that goal. Taylor plays it central. Vigilante. I'm back for Smith. In the center, taken away by Tyson Fetty. Up to Morkel. Another great opportunity. It's Tyson Fetty and Noah Morkel for the Minerva Lions. And here comes the rest of the cavalry. Arnaudo, he'll have a go. Chips it back post. Patrick, sure hands. He has a case for player of the game again. Easily does. He has been outstanding tonight. But nearly gave that one away to Morkel. Has to be careful still. Play with confidence, but not too much confidence. Morkel played in again. Ganny just boxes him out. If this were to be a clean sheet, it would be the 4th of the season for Chase Patrick. And Alliance is doing everything in their power to make sure that is the case. Whistle blows again. It'll be another free kick for the Aviators. But outstanding work today from Chase Patrick. But Minerva quickly in here again. It's Morkel versus Patrick, and it's another outstanding save. We ask the question all the time, but again, where would Alliance be without Chase Patrick? Only a sophomore. Asked to make so many top-tier saves, game after game. This is nothing new. He has a great defense, yes, but that time they did him no favors. And it was one-on-one, and he did not disappoint. But another corner here for the Minerva Lions. They'll play it towards the back post. Nobody there to get ahead on it. Alliance has that clear size advantage. And here comes the counterattack. Taylor on the wing. An excellent run being made. Played in for Vigilante. Vigilante just on the end of it. Takes it past Linkus. Just too heavy out towards the flank. Minerva gets away with one. It'll go for a throw with 15:25 on the clock in regulation. But there is a clear case that this one should be 3-2. Tyson Fetty. Up to Gonzalez. Up the wing. Morkel too quick. Thought Kiko was going to stand in support. Tyson Fetty over the top trying to find Morkel. Again, Ganny steps up. He has captain written all over him next season. A leader by example. And I would even say for baseball too. He can lead by example for Coach Graffis' team, which again, it has been made official. Jeff Graffis is the new girls basketball coach at Alliance High School, now coaching golf, baseball, and girls basketball. For more on that, go check out Skyward Studios' YouTube video as I sat down with Coach Graffis earlier on today as he broke the news to us. But congratulations to Coach Graff. Excited to see him in girls basketball in the opener, the Monday of Thanksgiving week against Rittman, which was a narrow victory for the Aviators last season on the road at Rittman. But we will be there in attendance for that first game. Excited for it. And then we'll be at Marlington as they begin a new era that Tuesday against Tussle as things stand, which is crazy that we have some November games scheduled, but October's not even fully built out. That's just how it works. I think the furthest back game that I have scheduled is mid-February. I'm pretty sure. But we'll get to those next calendar year. Fetty heads this one forward. Patrick able to get there. He has been tested time and time again tonight. But he has answered every test in style. Vigilante trying to play his way forward. Pugh, a great challenge. And he looks to build this offensive counter. Still Minerva running out of time. Pugh tries playing it back out wide for Arnaudo. And Alliance gets it back. Vigilante. Now Colton Fetty. Kiko. Kiko has the space. Up for Morkel. Beautiful through ball in. He goes down, and it's a penalty. A clear penalty. Ganny just lowered the shoulder, and it's a chance to make it 3-1. That has to be a yellow, surely on Ganny, if not more. That's the danger of his style. So what color is this card going to be? If there is a card. We're going to watch it back on the replay. I'm sorry, Jackson. You cannot be lowering the shoulder. I do believe Coach Goodman is going to ask him to report to play outside linebacker on Friday with that kind of hits. But I believe this should be a penalty unless they said the contact was created before. Now time will stop. So what kind of card is this going to be? We haven't had that answered yet either. If any. I don't think there's going to be a card. I'm kind of surprised. And as well, if you want to play the new rules of denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity, those rules say red. I don't think the OHSAA is as strict as some of the top FIFA officials or UEFA officials. But for Minerva, it'll be Kipton Kiko. Denied a wonderful strike by Chase Patrick moments ago. 2 great saves in the last 5 minutes. Can he hold on to his clean sheet? Or will Minerva find their way back in with still 12-17 to play and a man advantage? All eyes on number 14 and number 00. Kiko versus Patrick. It's Kipton Kiko. And he's saved! Again, it's Chase Patrick! And the clean sheet continues. Second PK save of the season for Chase Patrick. Minerva quickly gets this one back in. But again, another opportunity. 3 clear goals denied in the last 10 minutes by Chase Patrick. They just have no answer. He has been sensational. Minerva, they'll try it again. Colton Fetty, he has a go. Saved by Patrick. And here comes Alliance. Taylor. Tyson Fetty frees it. Colton Fetty plays it back forward. And Masters up the pitch. Minerva kind of brought their numbers back forward. It's just Pugh in the defense. Falconer, plenty of pressure. Minerva able to clear. Now Masters brings it back forward. And Pugh again will clear. 11:10 on the clock. How different would this game be with that penalty? Big difference. Colton Fetty. Falconer dispossessed by Smith. Up the wing, great trap. The Lions back on the counter. It's Kiko. And Kiko sees it go out. Back to Alliance it goes. And make sure you do stick with us as we will announce our SmeeSports player of the game. And based on tonight's performance, I don't think it's going to take too much research, I'll say, to see who it's going to be. I think it's crystal clear as things stand. Colton Fetty. Minerva still seeing if they can at least get on the board and get one past Chase Patrick. That will take one heck of an effort. But you go back to the end of the first half, so much hope, so much optimism. Just couldn't capitalize on, really, 3 amazing opportunities. The long shot from Kiko, the one-on-one against Patrick, and then, of course, Kiko's penalty. Those were your 3 goals. Against a lesser goalkeeper, it's 3-3. Against a good goalkeeper, it's 3-2. Against an elite goalie, it's 3-1. But against Chase Patrick, it's none. It's a legacy performance. And I think once Mr. Brock Swisher leaves the conference next year, you have your clear-cut best goalie in the conference. And I don't even think there's debate for it next year. And for Alliance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 70% of their players are being subbed out here. Again, they just continue to make so many subs. But Chase Patrick tonight, the man of the hour. And I think a lot of this just is to put those key players back in to try and see it out. Coach Lampley knows Minerva is one big play away from changing this game. Because they still have time. Not much, but they know they have that ability. It's Kiko. Up from Morkel in the center of the pitch. Another great opportunity. Morkel, heavy touch. Jones tries clearing. Leitner pokes it back. Jackson Bracestead. Colton Fetty there to intercept. And not enough pace behind it to keep it in play. It'll roll for an Aviator throw-in. But I am just so impressed with how Alliance has held themselves together in the second half. You lose your striker, and you still score 2 more goals. Your defense has to step up a lot more, and they did. This is a statement win as things stand, heading into Louisville. And in 8 minutes, you can take a deep breath. You could figure out what went well tonight and figure out how to adapt heading forward from here to tomorrow. A big day of practice before going out to Louisville on Thursday night. Morkel trying to pace his way through. Picks it up again for Minerva. A great opportunity. Morkel goes down. That time a clean challenge from Jackson Ganny. Bracestead wasting no time right. Can't play it cleanly. It's Fetty and Pugh hustling it down. It rolls out. It'll be an Aviator throw-in for Unai Blanco Martin. Martin throws it in perfectly for Bandy. Linkus maybe gets a piece of it. And we'll see on this decision. It'll be a goal kick. Bandy just angled it way too far wide. Again, you are watching OHSAA Soccer on SmeeSports, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club in partnership with Skyward Studios. What a night it has been. An outstanding match between 2 solid EBC teams. A lot of drama. The red card, of course, supporting that drama in the first half. And in the second half, we have seen our fair share of fireworks. 2 goals, but 3 clear goal-scoring opportunities denied by Alliance's defense. And that's where we sit at 3-0. A scoreline that does no justice to this game. Again, in another life, this is 3-3. And we're looking at 2 teams trying to find a winner in the final 6 minutes. But not tonight. Not to open up September. But make sure you stick with us after our final commercial break as we will announce our SmeeSports Player of the Game. Again, it's quite obvious who it's going to be, in my opinion. An all-time great performance tonight, which it might be the first game in September, but it's a performance worthy of Player of the Month. It really is. Not to sway votes. It's just really what that award embodies and entails. But still, that could change. Morkel played in. A nice touch away by the Alliance defense. Smith turning the corner. Goes up to Leitner, and now Martin. It's Martin taking this one through the Minerva defense. Still Martin getting his space, cutting it towards the 18-yard box. Still Martin. Showing his class on the ball once again. Plays it back post. Beautifully headed in, and it's right to Parker Linkus. But great creation yet again from Unai Blanco Martin. Bracestead. Now Schutte. Leitner. Back to Bracestead. Near side, Martin played in, just too strong. Had the right idea, a good pass from Jackson Bracestead. Just couldn't get on the end of number 8's boot. So down to the final 5 minutes of regulation. As things stand, Minerva will drop to 3-3, but still a massive improvement from last season. Alliance, they will jump to 4-2 on the season, earning a 4th clean sheet for Chase Patrick. Minerva, though, still not giving up in this one. Morris, the freshman, bodied off by Smith. And Carson Smith still has Morris right behind him. Morris will poke it out. And it should be a throw-in for the Aviators. But Minerva should have No heads looking down when this one's done. They gave it their all tonight. They played well. Just Alliance and Martine and the rest of the gang just did too much. And Martine, he might not be done, but that attack will be. Again, just shows his class on the ball. He's outstanding. He really is. It's Tyson Fetty. And that will be a free kick. Jones will give it up. He just didn't get ball. That's all it is. So Smith will take it, running out of time. 3:15 on the clock. Minerva needs to really, well and truly send everybody forward here. There's no goal difference. You have nothing to lose. Send the kitchen sink at it. See if you can force a mistake. See if you can make it 3-1. Gonzalez, wide, took the shot. I don't hate the look. I don't blame him there. As I just said, you have nothing to lose in this instance. Play free. Play like you have that chip on your shoulder, which they will going forward. This Minerva team knows they can win these tight games. They've won these tight games. They've won their last 3 games for a reason. But this is a wake-up call that there's still work to do. And they need to take that goal into their game on the road against a very good EBC team in West Branch next Tuesday. Martine on the near side for Alliance. He has the space. Martine has a go. Linkus pushes it over. It'll be a corner. Another great save from Parker Linkus, who has had himself a night. Considering he came in with literally no warm-up from golf, after golfing in an entire match, he has been superb tonight. You have that context in. His performance today has been elite. Final 2 minutes. Ganny got a slight head on it. Leitner forcing his way forward. Now Morris for the Minerva Lions. Smith back up the pitch as this one is going to stay in play for a moment as it eventually trickles out for a Minerva throw in. Again, stick with us. Player of the game announcement coming up after our final commercial break tonight. And then it's off to Wednesday. Same teams, different location, different gender of soccer. From boys soccer to girls soccer tomorrow night. Should be a good battle. 2 teams, I believe, with exactly 14 players on their roster. An interesting one, though, tomorrow. So I think we'll see 2 evenly matched teams. But, of course, it'll be the battle of Paisley Ritchie versus Sophia Burek. 2 of the best up-and-coming girls soccer players in the conference, along with Shelby Odie. Kiko has a go from long range. Patrick with a save again. If that's his last save of the night, what a way to cap off an all-time great performance. Definitely a career day for Chase Patrick. And he is 50 seconds away from his 4th clean sheet of the season as the Aviators will play their 6th consecutive game this season with only one of the teams scoring. And they might not be done. They want one more to cap off this excellent win. Schutte tries to find Martine. And Linkus barely stays inside his 18-yard box. Does a great job to bring it back in. And even if it did roll over, I doubt we see that called at this point in the game. Linkus will put this one out. Final 20 seconds. Alliance 4-2 on the season. Minerva drops to 3-3. But the Lions have nothing to be ashamed about tonight. They played valiantly. They played with all they had. And Chase Patrick for the Alliance Aviators, after a career game, he will close this one out as there is full time. 3-0 Aviators. When we return, we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports as you are watching OHSAA Soccer presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club in partnership with Skyward Studios.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields, perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields, complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportszone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition. No quit in your pain? Then step up your game at D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture. We combine gentle chiropractic care and proven acupuncture treatments to help you feel better the natural way. Stop by our office at 1164 Alliance Road Northwest in Minerva or give us a call at 330-868-2117. D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture, a proud supporter of Minerva Athletics. Here at Crowell Interiors in Malvern, we're your local one-stop shop for flooring, furniture, cabinetry, countertops, and home decor, carrying trusted brands like Lazy Boy, Mohawk, Shaw, Lancer, Birch, Cambria, and many more. Visit us at 403 North Reed Avenue in Malvern or give us a call at 330-863-2553. Family owned and operated since 1994, we focus on delivering quality and genuine services so you can love your home today and tomorrow. At Crow Lumber Company in Malvern, we carry everything you need to build and maintain your home. Cutting keys and fixing your window screens are just a couple of our services we offer, and we can deliver your large orders as well. Visit us at 222 West Main Street in Malvern, Ohio, or call us at 330-863-0303. You can also visit our new website at crowlumber.com. Crow Lumber Company in Malvern, for all your building needs since 1945. The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes, whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter. We do a lot to help support our beloved Minerva Lions. Join us for our major events such as our reverse raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions!
Welcome back to Robert H. Hines Stadium. 3-0 Lions tonight. Played most of the match with only 10 men. But your player of the game presented by SmeeSports with a historic night. Chase Patrick. Outstanding all the way around. Denied 3 at least clear goals, if not more. Had a multitude of saves. Saved a penalty, his second of the season. And held his 4th clean sheet of the campaign. Any lesser goalkeeper in between the posts tonight for Alliance, it's 3-3. And I don't think there's much room for debate in that. He was outstanding tonight. Before we sign off, from what we have heard, Parker Woods has been suspended for 4 matches. The first yellow is voided by the red directly following it. It's a direct red card. So, as of right now, he is going to miss the Louisville, Northwest, Salem, and Massillon games. The way we understand it, the earliest he can come back is September 15th against Carrollton on the road. So you miss games last year that I believe were either all losses or draws. Maybe a narrow winner there. No, you lost to Louisville. I believe you drew Northwest, Salem, and Massillon. I'm pretty sure those are the draws from last year. But 4 huge matches without your striker. Again, it was just dissent. We were told what was said. We are not repeating it on air, but the punishment does justify the action. Or vice versa, the action does justify the punishment. You just can't lose your head there. That's all it is. Alliance, they have some tough games coming up, but tonight, a big bright spot for their program. Chase Patrick, take a bow, young man. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFist 2024 on Twitter. as well. Go down below and subscribe. Well, there is no added cost. It greatly helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports as we cover the best of the Cleveland and Stark County areas. To round out this week, 3 more games. Tomorrow, it'll be Alliance Minerva Girls Soccer at 7 at Rock Hill, followed by Marlington Carrollton Volleyball at 6:30 on Thursday, and then 6 p.m. pregame, 7 o'clock kick at Kickoff Stadium on Friday. It'll be the Alliance Aviators playing host to the Streetsboro Rockets. Fun week. Another great few games coming up across 3 different sports. As well, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, our contact information is on your screen as to how you can get in contact with us. Remember, we don't just do fall sports. We are here for the winter. We do plenty of basketball. We do some wrestling, hockey as well. And in the spring, we'll have plenty of baseball and softball coming up as always. So make sure you contact us to make sure you can advertise during these key matches coming up. But that'll do it for us here tonight at Robert H. Hines Stadium. This is Nathan Smee signing off as you have been watching OHSAA Soccer on SmeeSports, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club in partnership with Skyward Studios, as this one finishes Alliance 3, Minerva 0.